Hi guys, and welcome to the second episode of Tackle Tuesday. So today we're going to be talking about jigs. So my jig game is kinda weak. I have 5 swim jigs. I don't really have any other type of jigs. I know there's football head, finesse jigs, skipping, flipping jigs. But I just have swim jigs with me today. I'm planning on buying flipping jigs and football head jigs as well as finesse jigs, but I've never actually caught a fish on a jig before, so it doesn't really matter to me. If some of you anglers out there don't want to watch this video because you don't think any of this information is correct, I know most of it is correct, even though I've never caught fish on any jigs before. If some of you guys that have caught fish on jigs and want to correct me or add stuff to what I'm saying today, you guys can comment below and other people will see those comments. So just hear me out, okay? I know I haven't caught a fish on a jig before, but I think I have the knowledge this year to slay tons of smallmouth. Today we're going to be talking about the clear water jigs first. So right here, let's see if I can get this rod stock off. There we go. Right here I have a white jig. Let me see if I can get this. There we go. This one imitates bait fish. You guys can see I put a little swim bait on the back. That's actually a Reaction Innovations. It's in white trash color. But oh, sorry guys, mine just wrapped around the camera. But anyways, I got this online from Amazon, from Arky Jigs, if you guys want to go check them out. But I think this one could do as a skipping jig because, as you guys can see, it's pretty flat on the bottom, so I might be able to skip it underneath docks and stuff. But with these white jigs, you pretty much want to roll them next to you can roll them next to cover, weeds, weed lines, and I'm gonna be keying in on drop-offs this year with these, or with this white jig. Now this one has a spot for rattles. I've never actually considered putting rattles on a jig. I might try it this year and see if I can hook into some, see which one's better with rattles, without. But there's that white jig right there. And with swim jigs with the swim bait trailer on here, you're not gonna have it sit on the bottom and jig it up every time. You're just gonna either slow roll it right above the bottom or slow roll it and change the pattern up as you're reeling in. So that's what I'm gonna key in on this year with this jig. And that's the first clear water jig that we're going to be talking about. Next clear water jig, this is a Jawbone, and this is a different brand obviously, but I would say different type of swim jig because this one has the crayfish trailer on there. So with these types, or whatever you put on the back, if it's a crayfish or crawdad trailer, you're actually going to have these ones bounce off the bottom, up through the rocks and around rocks. So this is going to be a little bit shallower water. This one's only a 1/4 ounce, so I don't expect it to go down too far in that deeper water. So that one's going to be for shallow water. As you guys can see, I have a rage tail crayfish on there. I think I have the, yep, I have the pack right here. Yep, it's a rage tail. It has coffee scent in it, and that's what I put on all these brown and tannish jigs. So there's that one. That one's a 1/4 The white one was a 1/2 ounce. So here's this swim jig. I should probably trim the skirt a little bit, and you guys can do that if you want, because this trailer doesn't really show too much, but keeps it nice and compact. This is a 1/2 ounce. This one I'll be throwing in a little bit deeper water for those finesse type situations in the deeper water. So there we go. And the reason why you don't want to throw these in muddy water is because the fish cannot see them at all. Fish rely on mostly scent and vibrations in the muddy water, but if they see a darker presentation moving along the bottom, then they will go after that. Which brings me to my next presentation. 1/2 ounce black and blue jig. Has a Yum Christy Craw on the back, which also provides the vibration. It swims pretty well. These flicker out really well. There's ribs on it, and it keeps it nice and compact also, and just lets these allow to spin very freely. This is a 1/2 ounce for that deeper water. This next one is in a red and black color. This is going to be for if I'm fishing lightly stained water, like not super chocolate milk, like lightly stained, because this will also resemble a crayfish on the bottom since it's nice and red colored. But I have this twin tail grub on here. It has these big little curls on it, curl tails. That will allow it to create a lot of vibration as well in that water. This is a 1/4 ounce, so all the crayfish presentations I'll be casting in a little bit shallower water. But there's that one. So those are all the jigs, and I want to talk about line and reel ratio, gear ratio on my reels and stuff like that. So first of all, you're going to want 20-pound braid or up. I fish here in Maine, so there's not too big of bass. But with my bait casters right now, I have 20-pound on all of them. I am going to be upgrading to 30-pound on 2 of them, I believe. But with that 20-pound braid, if you're fishing chocolate milk colored water, then you don't really need to worry about the fish seeing it. But if you're fishing with these jigs that are more for finesse, I would add probably about 1 foot to 2 feet of monofilament leader. This one is 12-pound, so you know that you can keep those fish on, and also if a pike grabs on, hopefully they won't snap the line. But that's the line that I use, and that's for leaders, by the way. I'll end up showing you guys how to tie leader lines onto braid soon, hopefully soon. But the next thing I want to show you guys is how to rig a soft plastic onto an actual jig. So let's just take this 1/4 ounce. Actually, no, we're gonna take this 1/2 ounce right here. We're gonna take this rage tail off. As you guys can see, these rage tails aren't too big, so it keeps it nice and compact. I actually cut this one to keep it even smaller. But I have a Big Baits. Doesn't even say the name on there. I don't even know the name of the color that's on it, but it's just pretty much just a pitching, flipping bait, and punching pads and stuff like that. But if you want to use something bigger like this, then you can. I'm actually going to take a trailer off the chatterbait so I don't have to waste that one. We can just cut that one down. And in my next video I'll be talking about chatterbaits if you guys want me to. If not, comment below on what you guys want to see in this Tackle Tuesday video. So here's how you rig up your trailer onto your jig. So first of all, you're going to grab your trailer, keep the eyes, if it has eyes faced up, this one does not. So we're just going to find the middle of that. There's already a point in there. Move that weed guard out of the way. Hook it straight in the middle, and then make sure that it goes probably halfway around that hook bend. And then you poke it out, keeping the point of the hook through the middle. Then you just push your trailer on. And there we go. I haven't tried out these flipping and pitching baits, so I don't know how well the action is on them. But I might actually use that for a nice jig presentation. This one I'm going to be bouncing along the bottom, so that might actually work. I know this video is going to be kind of long. I'm almost done. Almost done. I need to talk about gear ratio now. So let's leave that up there actually. So I don't really specify with my rods and reels because I only own 3 bait casters, so I don't have one bait caster for each type of bait like most professionals do. So I just like to keep it kind of simple. Like this one right here is I believe a 6.5 to 1 gear ratio, but I'm going to be hopefully getting a reel that is a 7.1 to 1, and that's what I'm going to be using for my jig fishing, because you want to be able to bounce it off the bottom really well, and once you hook one of those fish, you want to be able to bring it in very, very fast. Because at the andro, they'll just bury themselves right into those rocks and cut your line off. So I'm going to be getting a reel hopefully soon. But that's 6.5 to 1. That one works pretty well for jigs. I mean, if you want to vary from 6.5 to 1 to 7 to 1, that's what I would go for jigs. Nothing slower, and if you want, you can go higher. Wouldn't see why you would need to, though. So that's pretty much all I have today on jigs. I just want to talk about one or two more things. Sorry guys, this video is going to be kind of long, but for jig fishing, I like to keep it kind of easy. Medium heavy rod, and that's it for the rod and reel setup. But when you're out looking for jigs, you want to make sure that you look at the actual hook, because I've bought a ton of jigs before. That's why I only have 5 now, is because the other brands that I've bought them from had really, really bad hooks. So I would sometimes get them stuck on rocks and stuff. I know there's a weed guard here. Doesn't always protect it against rocks. Sometimes I would get those things stuck on rocks, and I would use my little trick to get it off of the rock, and as soon as I got it off the rock, reeled it in, and the hook was bent almost straight. So you want to pay attention to how good of quality these hooks are, and also the weed guards. If the weed guards aren't good, and you're fishing around rock and weeds and stuff like that, you're gonna get hooked up into all of that nastiness. But anyways, that finalizes this episode of Tackle Tuesday. Almost forgot right there. I'm really tired. I had to do midterms all last week. But anyways, next video, next Tackle Tuesday, we're going to be talking about chatterbaits. Right here, guys. So, if you stayed till the end of this video, which it's 15 minutes long, but if you did, then we're going to be talking about chatterbaits. If you like chatterbaits, then tune in next time for the next episode. Just a quick update. This week, I'll be uploading probably one one or two other videos. I'm trying to keep it regular every single day, but it's really hard with school, and now I'm going to work, and then my personal life too. So just to let you guys know. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you like Tackle Tuesday, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. See ya, Fishing Fam. By the way, I know this came out on Wednesday, but I tried my best to get it out on Tuesday. Sorry I didn't have school today, so I couldn't really upload off a computer. Sorry about that. And thanks for watching.